Hello everybody, and welcome to Devlog number 9. That's right, number 9. We are going to get right into some things here today, starting with these little gold coins that are floating, circling in front of us. We can scoop those up, and as we see that little counter in the bottom left goes up. So, update number 1 going into, I believe this is update 1.0.20. So going into this update, the first thing we added is this currency system. It's going to be tracked down here in the bottom left for players, right? We have this awesome new UI bar with an animated health bar, our new leveling system, which, okay, don't get mad at me, I don't know what happened. I messed something up and the levels have reset for this update, but check in with us on our Twitch streams, check in with me on Twitter, Instagram, all those things, because I always post when I'm playing. When I'm playing, I'm normally streaming, and we'll activate some awesome XP bonuses during those sessions to get everybody caught back up, right? Now, before we go any further, obviously, we have to address the new tunes in the map too, right? And new music has been added to both maps. So this map has its new jam here, as you can hear. And then the pirate ship map has some appropriately themed music there as well that I think everyone will enjoy. But kind of looking forward, this gold currency is in the game for a few reasons. One, it gives us a new leaderboard to add eventually, right? Where we can track another stat, let players measure up, but it's earned through getting kills. Right? Not only that, it's also earned from these little pickup spots on both of the maps. They're in the middle of both maps like this, right? Where you can kind of run, pick them up, and they respawn every 30 or 40 seconds, just kind of depending on how the timer's feeling. Now, our coins to start off here are going to be sort of like our XP gains were at the start, if you remember, right? We implemented this XP system, and there wasn't really a point to it aside from bragging rights. But eventually, we opened up our weapon shop here where you can unlock all of these different weapons at different levels, right? Something similar is going to happen with this currency. We're going to open up a cosmetic shop so players that are picking up gold and earning it through kills, 2 different ways so far, right? We'll add more ways to get gold, but players who are adding gold to their running total right now will have a massive head start on unlocking the first skins and cosmetics that go into our game here. Now, while we do have some big game state gameplay type changes, like the gold is the big one, which is why we covered it first, right? There's also some aesthetic changes. As you can see, all the maps outside of the map here are all in line with the ground, so we don't have these floating trees anymore anywhere on the game. On the pirate ship map, I cleaned up some of the beach fronts to move the rocks out of the way of the zip lines. Some small things like that. They're not worth getting into all individually, but of course all those notes are posted already because this update, like most updates that we do in YouTube videos, is already live and you can go play it right now. Okay, now you know we had to come into the double player preview mode here to get into these last few updates because I do have a few special things to show you guys here. Okay, the first one, if you can see, there's a little tiny health bar up here above my window. That dense blue bar, we're going to pay attention to that right now as I start to shoot bot 1 with bot 2. Okay, you can also see the health bar on the main screen here, but you can see the player UI right up above my head right now. And as we shoot this player, you'll see the health actually changes from dark blue back to light blue, and then there's a health regeneration now. So as the player heals back up, that blue starts to get darker and darker and darker until you get back to 100 health. Again, up on our main screen here, we can see it'll tick back up too. When you're looking at an enemy player, you can still see their health. And the regen isn't terribly awful, right? You can still totally eliminate players really fast, right? It takes like a half a second longer now but it's not completely outrageous. The point of these regens, to show the time here, right? If you get a player weak, that's really weak right there, right? About one shot, maybe two. And then let's say you have to reload, you need to go deal with another enemy, whatever it is. By the time you circle back to this enemy, they're already going to be back over half health. So again, the regen isn't completely outrageous to where you heal completely in seconds. It does take some time to get all the way back up to full HP. Hopefully this encourages players too to go after those kills to get XP, right? To go after the kill to get the gold. As you can see, the main screen, we're at 599 gold here. As soon as we take out this bot, 1 gold earned, and we're at 600. Again, that gold is going to unlock stuff in the future, so best thing to do is to push to finish off your kills now. Hopefully that creates a lot more movement in the entire game. But one last little thing that we added here, as I'm sure you guys have seen somewhat, on the player explosions now, we actually have a fireball explosion that's part of the corpse being destroyed. Okay, so as we watch bot 1 get destroyed here, we actually have a fireball explosion that kind of launches these bones all over the place. Now, sort of as a last note before we go here, something we're celebrating, something that I want to say thank you to everyone out there that's in my community, in the core community, and beyond that, because I know it has gone beyond that now as well. We've hit over 1,000 plays on our game now. And this was something I wanted to say thank you for 500 plays. I wanted to say thank you really to everyone, right? There's a lot of milestones before 1,000. But the last week, our game got featured on Core. It made it onto the trending games list. And we've seen just this huge explosion of total players, total played amount. And I want to say thank you to you guys for that. We have reached that 1K mark. And I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into a game right now. I will see you guys out there. Enjoy the new tutorial. It's got a few notes if you missed anything here, but time to get going. I'll see you guys out there. Peace.